Hello, everyone. Sorry about all of the technical difficulties there. Um, Technology is technology. It will mess up. So, thank y'all for y'all's patience with that. Um, Again, for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is again Deontay Richardson Jones. Y'all can just call me D, an academic success coach for the ATA program. I will be leading the meeting today. Our wonderful program manager, Ashley Roseborough, is on vacation. This is her birthday today. So she is partying it up, having a great time. I'm just kidding. I have no idea what she's doing. But she she won't be here with us today, but the usual suspects will all still be in this meeting today. So we're going to go through some things, answer some questions that are really relevant towards our where we are in the semester here at the end of March as we're approaching the end of this spring semester. We will also talk a little bit about how to submit the things that we are requesting that you submit, for your book vouchers and for your scholarships and everything like that, how to navigate campus groups. So our senior peer mentor, Leslie Maldonado, will be going over that towards the end. I know that we're running a little bit late, so we're going to try to get through this as quickly as possible. But if something, if you need clarification over anything, or if anything that we talk about in here is confusing, please do not hesitate to ask any questions. You can also throw questions in the chat, and either the peer mentors, myself, or Miss Erica, or Miss Flores will answer those questions as they come in. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Do I have the clicker, or is this? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so some important dates coming up. So the coaching deadlines, that will be Friday, May 6th. So any of your requirements for the program, remember that the scholarships and the book vouchers, they open and close before your other requirements are actually due, right? So that includes the meetings with your coaches, the CLCs, right? ATA 3099, if this is your first semester with the ATA program, all of those requirements have to be done by May 6th. However, the scholarships and things like that, those well, we'll just talk about it here. The ATA scholarships, right? They're due April 28th at 11:59 p.m. So again, notice that that due date is before all of the other requirements are due, right? So we're just giving you some extra time. But since we have to review those scholarships and go through all of those things, we need to be able to get those in before you finish the rest of the things that are required for you, right? So we know that that can get a little confusing. Yeah, we know that that can get a little bit confusing. So by all means, please, 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 please reach out to your coach, reach out to your mentors with any questions that you might have about this so that we can make sure that you are on the right track. And like I said, Leslie will go over some information a little bit later in the PowerPoint, so that, well, not in the PowerPoint, once the PowerPoint is done, so that you can see how to navigate through all of that. All right. So just as a reminder, for those of you that this is your first semester in ATA, first of all, congratulations. You are almost at the end, right? But these are the requirements, right? So we've been kind of talking to you about these requirements for the majority of the semester. Oh, can we go back one? Did we just, there we go. So these are the requirements that we've been talking about. Oh, it looks like, did we move it to May 6th or are we keeping May 3rd? Nobody?
It should be May 3rd.
Okay, May 3rd.
Yeah,
So
that's what I have.
okay, so excuse me with my misspeaking before. We have a typo there. So it's not May 6th, May 3rd. Okay, so that's a little bit sooner, right? So again, with success coaching, you're supposed to meet with your success coach 2 times. Again, that's either me or Miss Heidi Flores, right? So typically we would like for those to be at the beginning of the semester and at the end of the semester. Many of you have been meeting with us more regularly than just the 2 times per semester, and we really, really appreciate that. So please continue to do that so that we can support you in whatever way that we possibly can. The career learning communities, which are the CLCs, right? You're supposed to attend at least 2 of those. Remember that those can be pretty much anything that happens on campus that you can find a way to relate to your professional and career goals, right? We have 2 CLCs that are coming up, but we'll talk about those in an upcoming slide as well. And you will submit your feedback for each of those CLCs through campus groups, right? Which again, we're going to show you how to do that today. Luckily, this is being recorded, so you will be able to access this presentation again. But beyond just having the presentation, the recording, again, you have your peer mentors and you have me and Heidi as well, should you have any questions about that, okay? ATA 3099, I've gotten a lot of questions about ATA 3099. Remember, again, it's not a class. It's just 4 action items that we want you to do that really, as a transfer student, you should be doing anyway, because we want you to be prepared to go into your career, right? So we want you to meet with the Career Center, whether that is the main Career Center or the College of Business, their Career Center, the Maryland Davies Career Center. So we want you to visit with them for a resume writing review, a mock interview, a professional headshot. If you already have a professional headshot, you can just upload whatever you have. But again, this is something that you want to use for like LinkedIn. Depending on the type of job or career that you're looking for, you might have to have a headshot on your resume, right? So this is something that you want in a professional setting, right? You on the beach probably is not the best professional headshot, right? So something in professional dress that you can be proud of, right? We want you to submit that as well. But if you do not have one of those and you want one done by UHD, you can reach out to the career centers for those as well. And then after you complete those 3 things, we just want you to submit a career readiness reflection essay. This does not have to be like a thesis or anything super complicated like that. We just want you to reflect on what was it like going through the resume writing process? You know, how did you feel going through the mock interview? Do you feel more prepared now that you've done that, right? What was it like doing a professional headshot, right? Was it weird for you? Do you like the picture? Where do you plan on using it? Right? All of those things, because we just want you to reflect on this experience, and hopefully it encourages you to continue using those services while you're here so that you can land that dream job, right? I say dream job, but you know, I always make the joke that I don't dream of labor, but you know, that dream occupation, right? Whatever that is. And then finally, the program meetings, right? You're in one right now. Right? You're in a program meeting right now, so this one counts. If this is your second one, you have met the requirements for that, right? We just need you to submit the feedback again through campus groups by May 3rd, okay? For those of you that are in your second semester in the program or 3rd or 4th, right? You just have these requirements, right? So ATA 3099 is no longer required. We just still need you to meet with your success coach twice, right? By May 3rd, attend at least 1 CLC, and then at least 1 program meeting. right? So it kind of lessens up, but we still want you to be in contact with your peer mentors and your success coaches throughout that process so that we can help you along the way. And then, of course, doing all of this as long as you are full time and you have 48 to 60 credit hours or more, that makes you eligible for the $150 book voucher and eligible for the ability to apply to one of our scholarships that we talked about earlier. Any questions about those requirements or anything? Let me check. Doesn't look like any hands are raised. Do we have any questions in the chat? Looks like no questions so far. Okay. Let's keep it pushing. All right. So summer and fall registration. All right, that opens up on Monday. Okay. So if you need assistance, we are, well, I say we are, but there's going to be a registration rally on Monday, right? So all of these different times here are available. And I know that y'all like free money. I love free money. It always seems like it's a catch whenever they say that there's free money. So best believe that there's gonna kind of sort of be a catch with free money, right? If you register by going to one of the registration rally, right, you qualify for a $200 early registration grant, right? So this gets applied to your fall semester, okay? But you have to register for at least 3 hours by April 4th. So that's Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. So you have all the way till pretty much midnight, right, to register for those classes so that you can get your $200 early registration grant. Okay, so again, we will, our mentors will be present during that April 3rd rally, not just the ATA mentors, but we will have some the rest of the GSC mentors. So our FTIC mentors will be there. Some of the GTF mentors will be there. Everyone that can hopefully assist you with whatever questions that you have and encourage you to get registered. You want to register as soon as possible, especially if you are getting closer towards the end, towards graduation, because the longer you wait, the less availability that you're going to have for your classes, right? So this is a true story. In another institution, one of my students, they waited all the way up until like right before the semester, like right before the registration deadline to register for classes. And they were supposed to be 1 semester away from graduation. However, they waited so long that that one class that they had left, or one of the classes that they had left, they couldn't register for. So they couldn't graduate in the semester that they were supposed to graduate, and they had to put graduation off until either, I believe, that spring. Okay, so don't let that become you. Please register as soon as you possibly can. Okay, they also have virtual options for this, right? So on Monday, April 3rd, it will be a virtual Zoom event from 4 p.m. to 8. Okay, so if you can't make it in person during either Tuesday or Monday's in-person time, you can do so virtually as well to get assistance with registration. Okay, any questions about that? Let us know in the chat. We have one question in the chat that says, we have to do the rally and register for 3 hours or just register to qualify. I believe, and team, please back me up on here, I believe it's just registering in general. But the event is to help you get registered.
Yes, so Deontay, this is Erica. Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing? This is if you register for classes, for at least 3 credit hours for classes, you don't have to attend the event to get the grant. You only have to register by Tuesday at midnight.
Thank you, Miss Erica. Yes. So yeah, you don't have to attend this, but we highly encourage you to do so if you need some help getting everything situated. Okay. Everyone there will be happy to help you balance everything out and figure out what it is that you need to do next. But yes, thank you, Miss Erica. Yeah. Any other questions? Can you register now or tomorrow? So registration doesn't open until April 3rd. I think that you can start adding classes to your cart. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. So you can start adding courses to your shopping cart now, but you won't be able to physically register for them until April 3rd. And as long as you get those registered for by 11:59 p.m. on April 4th, you get some free money. All right. So great questions, y'all. Hey, everybody needs a job eventually, right? So there will be a Texas job fair. So 150 employers will be showing up to, well, this is going to be at the University of St. Thomas, or is that going to be here?
At UST.
Yeah, so at the University of St. Thomas, they are going to have a full-time and internship fair, right? So bring your resume, right? After, like we've been telling y'all, work on those resumes, get those professional headshots done, business professional attire, and go get you a job, right? Also, if you just want to go experience what this, what a job fair is like, what that opportunity feels like, and so that you're not nervous for the next one that you go to, please do it, right? Once you've kind of, broken down those barriers and broken down those walls and you feel more comfortable doing these kind of things, it makes it easier for you to do it in the future. So please, if you are interested in that and you need a job here coming up for the summer, for the fall, or internships, this will be Tuesday, April 4th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay. Over here on the right side, right, they have the link for it. They also have an app where you can get more information about it. So please download this, take a picture of this slide right now, just so that you have all of this information even before we save the recording and send it out to y'all, just because I would rather you have that info sooner rather than later. And that also counts as a CLC because it's career related. So think about that as well. And then you just write a reflection over what it was like going through that process. Right. And then the last that I will talk, the upcoming CLC events that we were just talking about again. So we will have Brittany Smith, UHD alum, and ATA scholar, will be here April 19th from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. To talk about education and training, right? So if you are wanting to go into education, be a teacher, to serve in a leadership role of some sort like that in education, please plan on being there. We have QR codes for more information on those as well. And then on April 25th, we will have Mark Cox, who is an associate application systems analyst for MD Anderson Cancer Center, right? So if you're wanting to go into healthcare information somewhere in the med field, right? This will be a great opportunity for you as well. This will take place again, April 25th, which is a Tuesday from 3:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Okay, so both of these are great CLC events. These are our signature CLC events for the semester. Even if you've already been to a couple of CLC things, please, 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 please come to these. I think it's going to be a great turnout, especially getting to talk more in detail from two people who used to go to UHD, right? And used to be in ATA, and now look at the things that they're doing now, right? So hopefully that'll be motivational for y'all to keep on pushing. And you get to ask a whole bunch of questions, right? So think about your questions now, write them down, and start preparing for that as well. And I believe now we will go ahead and pass it over to my wonderful colleague, Miss Heidi Flores. Are you ready, Miss Heidi?
Yes. So as you can see, these are some of the Gator Success Center workshops that will be available for the rest of the semester, and these also count for CLC. So if you guys are interested, you can attend it virtually or in person. As you can see at the bottom, it says all workshops are offered via Zoom or in person. If you find yourself on campus, you can go ahead and attend it. If you find yourself, stuck at work or not on campus, then you can just go ahead and attend it virtually. Alrighty, okay. So this is the Spring 2023 Academic Success Resource Fair that we will be hosting April 18 from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You guys are more than welcome to come, meet academic tutors, peer mentors, and advisors, gain knowledge of UHG student support services and academic life, learn about university resources on campus, career opportunities, and much more. And this will be hosted by GSC. And you can go and find me there as well, tabling. Alrighty, so
Oh, wait, hold on, sorry.
this would be the UHC Thursday Night Discovery Green concert series. As you can see, this is a lineup for the rest of the Thursdays. So April 20th, May 4th, May 11th, May 18th, May 25th, and June 1st. And it is free for the family, and it is family friendly as well. So if you guys see anything that you are interested in, you are more than welcome to go ahead and go. See you. Alrighty, so you received your book voucher, so now what? So this is something that we get asked about a lot. We get this question asked in regards to how long do you get the book voucher for? And so you actually get it for a year. So let's say you get it in spring 2023, you get it this semester, you would have it up until spring 2024 to use it. As well as there are different options if you would want to use the book voucher online or in the actual bookstore. The UHG bookstore is on 1 Main Street. If you know where the Metro Rail is and you enter through those doors, it will be on the right side. That first floor will be mostly swag, but once you take the stairs downstairs, you will find books and notebooks and other supplies there. Alrighty, so for this slide, feel free to screenshot it so you can take out your phone if you are on your computer, or just go ahead and also to just take pictures. So this is basically a guide if you do plan on using your book voucher online. So this is the website that we recommend for you to use, the University of Houston Bookstore downtown. It should have bkstr.com on it. And these are the steps that you would have to follow. And then as well, if you find yourself not knowing if your book voucher has hit yet, this is also something that you can utilize as well. What you can do is once you do add whatever you want to purchase into your bag, and you proceed to check out, and you log in, create your account. If you don't have one, you select the delivery method. The payment tab will give you an option to do a book loan, VA or TWC. For that, what you can do is go ahead and enter your student ID, and it will show you the book voucher credit of $150. If it does not appear and you know that you did receive the book voucher, go ahead and reach out to any of us in ETA. Alrighty. So if you don't need to purchase any books for this upcoming semester, what should you do? So we definitely recommend for you to save it for the next semester, just in case you do have to utilize it for books then. So save it for a rainy day. But if you would rather not save it, then you can purchase anything that the UHT bookstore sells with the book voucher, except for gift cards. They're not allowed. But I also put on here what is available at the bookstore. So they do have, diploma frames if you are going to graduate soon. These are expensive. I believe they're like $150. So I definitely recommend for you guys to look into that as well. You can get any type of swag. But this is if you don't have to purchase a book. Alrighty, so now I am passing it on to Leslie.
Okay, hey guys, so I'm gonna walk you through how to log into campus groups and how to look up your where you can submit things. Okay, so as you can see, this is what campus groups looks like. I always recommend you use the web version of campus groups because the mobile app isn't user friendly and it gives you a lot of issues. So I would always use the website if you can. So the way you log in is you put the first part of your email. So mine's is Maldonado L27. And you put the password you use for everything on campus, your email, your MyUHD, everything should be the same password. So when you log in, to look at your checklist, you have to go down to My Activities and click on My Checklist. So this is what, if you're a spring 2023 ATA student, this is what your checklist should look like. So it says, I went to a CLC. I know I checked that off. I'm one of the peer mentors. And then it shows that I haven't done any success coaching. I haven't gone to any program meetings. Or, well, except for one in January. And I haven't done my ATA 3099. So if I wanted to submit my ATA 3099, I've already had the conversation with my career coach. I had the headshot and I have my resume ready. And my reflection essay, I click on the submit form on the side right here. And that should take you straight to this. And here you just upload screenshots of your resume or your headshot. Now, and this is where you upload your essay prompt. So some of you, this pops up to you automatically when you log into campus groups. If that happens to you, you see over here it says University of Houston Downtown. You just click on that, UHD campus groups, and it takes you back to the home page. Don't freak out if that pops up. It doesn't mean submit it now. You can get out of that. Now, if you want to go look at your events or if you want to submit your CLC reflections, you would click on Accelerated Transfer Academy. You guys have a tab that says similar to the one I have here, survey and forms. When you see that, you see a drop down. You see a bunch of forms on there. It's going to say ATA scholarship, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. It looks similar to this, except for it doesn't have any of the red. And you'll see this one already on there, but it's not open, so it's not going to let you click on it. You're going to see the ATA event feedback survey. You're going to say the fall 22 scholarship application. Now, obviously, some of these don't apply to you. But when you go through this list, you'll see exactly, like, you'll see all the surveys. Now, if you cannot find the ones you need, you can also go to our website. On here, if you go to success tools and helpful information and links, you can scroll down. You see our mentors right here. And you see coaching appointments. program meetings. This is the link where you register. And you'll see the COC connections. These are your COCs. And you see the COC reflection form. So you can find those there. And if you can't, like, let's say you're just struggling, you can also just ask your mentor for them and they'll send it to you. And then if you want to go back to the campus groups, you just click the back arrow. You're back on campus groups. And for any events you want to register for, this is the events list. This looks exactly the same as it does for me, as it does for you. And you just click on anything you want to register for. And you click on the little register button and you can register. This is today. I'm not actually going to register. But it'll let you scroll down and it'll give you information. If you're able to register, you'll have a register link on here. This is closed because this was today. But that is how you use campus groups. Is there any questions about how to use campus groups? No? Okay.
Thank you, Leslie. That was informative. You even showed stuff that I don't know how to do. So thank you for that. We know that we get a lot of questions about campus groups. Campus groups is very, very useful, but if you're not familiar with it, it can be overwhelming, especially if it's your first time logging into it, because there's 80 events, there's all of these different options to click on and you might not know. So we really lean into the concept of you have mentors, you have coaches, come talk to us about it so that we can help you navigate through it. The biggest thing that I will say about campus groups, EAB, Navigate, like any of those things, right? Do not use your phone. Get to a computer to do it, because the mobile version of those things they're not very user friendly. And it can cause some problems. Leslie, can you stop sharing your screen real quick? Cool. All right, we're back. Yeah, so those things can cause some problems sometimes. So please try to continue to use a laptop, a computer. If you're on campus and you need to use campus groups and you just need to come to the GSE or go to the ATA lounge, use one of the computers in there. If you don't have a laptop or access to a computer quickly, and that will just serve you a lot better than trying to do it on your phone. One last thing that I did want to mention is that we are working on an end of the year, end of the semester event. Yeah, we're working on an end of the semester event, which we accidentally said was April 26th, but it should be for April 27th. We're going to put together the flyers and everything like that. Stop looking at me like that, Leslie. We're going to work on getting a flyer, hopefully by the end of the day, either Monday or early morning Tuesday, to send out, and then we'll start tabling for that event. But we want y'all to come out and hang with us on that day to get some studying done, prepare for finals. On the 26th, I believe Heidi showed y'all earlier, we have a prep for finals study session, or not study session, but workshop, to give you some skills about how to study for finals and different things like that. And then on the 27th, the very next day, we're having a big study session with snacks, food, as long as Dr. Caesar says that we can. We're hoping to be able to feed y'all. We're also wanting to collaborate with a couple of tutors. So a math tutor and an English tutor to come and hang out there as well. So if you have any questions about any essays or research papers or any math reviews and things like that you're needing assistance with, you'll be able to ask those questions there. And we will also be raffling off some swags, a couple of gift cards, things like that, right? So hopefully that will encourage y'all to physically come out and hang out with us, get some food, maybe walk away with a $5 and or $20 gift card and some GSC swag, some UHD swag as well, that we'll be raffling off. Just because we want to show some appreciation for y'all, but we also want to encourage you to come and get any of the school supplies that you need, take what you need, and so that you're prepared to ace these finals and finish off the semester on a good note. If this event goes, it could end up being one of our signature events with the GSE that we end up doing every semester, right? So we're hoping to be able to do that for y'all. Like I said, we'll be sending out that information next week. So be on the lookout for that. And I think that those are all of the updates. Heidi, Miss Erica, Leslie, and the rest of the mentors, do y'all have any additional things to add?
No, I don't have anything else, Deontay. Thank you.
Okay. Anything, Heidi and Leslie? Or mentor?
Actually, I do. Please start booking your appointments with your coaches if you have not yet. Come speak to us. We reach out to you if you haven't done any outreaches. Just go ahead and shoot us a text and be like, hey, like I'm just updating you and how my classes are going and etc. We won't fight.
We absolutely want to hear from you, please. Please do not be the student that has not reached out all semester and then we find out like it could have been something we could have answered for you, right? And we could have solved a problem way earlier. Some of the folks that are in this meeting, they have already been meeting with myself and Heidi. You can ask them. We're pretty good at what we do. Just saying, right? We work miracles. I'm kidding, we don't. Well, yeah, we kind of do. So please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We want to assist you in any way that we can. It does not have to necessarily be in person. We can meet you virtually. We can meet you over the phone. And like Heidi said, even if it's just shooting us a text message or just shooting us an email, letting us know how you're doing, we would really, really appreciate hearing from you. Did you all have any questions? We have about 6 minutes for some Q&A if anyone has any questions.
I have a question about the vouchers.
Okay.
I noticed when y'all were talking about it that y'all said that we can purchase a frame with them if we don't need the textbooks. Just double checking because whenever I did read the little verbiage, the disclaimer, I remember it said that you cannot buy the gift cards or frames, and there was another item I can't remember. I forgot what was the other.
So I think in previous semesters, we were encouraging everyone to use those book vouchers for specifically books, like exhaust all of the funds on books first before you purchase anything else. I think that there was some caveat about not purchasing those items, but Ms. Flores did research this before putting it on there. So those items will be able to be purchased using the book voucher. But if you end up having any trouble with it, please let us know so that we can try to address that and circumvent that with our director or our program manager, Ashley.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was a great question. Any other questions? Someone is raising their hand.
That's me.
Leslie. Oh, yeah.
So I just want to say, as long as the bookstore sells it, you can pay for it. So normally you get your diploma frame from the same people that sell the rings and your cap and gown. So you wouldn't be able to use it for that because they're not the bookstore. But the bookstore also has your diploma frame in stock. They only ever have like 3 or 4. But if they have it, you should be able to buy it. As long as it's in the bookstore, you should be able to buy it. And if it's not a gift card.
And also, Leslie, you can buy your cap and gown from the bookstore if it's purchased directly from the bookstore.
It depends on when you buy it. But if you're buying it early in the season, you normally buy it from the same people as you're right. That's why it's like the bookstore has some, but they recommend you order them. But you can buy also your cap and gown.
If it's in the store, you should be able to purchase it. Any other questions? These are good questions.
I might have another one.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know if I missed it. This is my second semester with ATA, and I'm planning to keep going. And but the other semesters, there's no vouchers on those, correct? After your second year or second semester? Or as long as we do the work, the requirements, it would be the same.
My
So
Yeah, go ahead.
the program is 1 year long. So you can still apply for scholarships. And that we offer, as you guys know, we offer scholarships. You can still apply for those, and there's certain ones that say for all ATA students any semester. You can apply for those, but the ATA program in itself is 1 year long, so you normally only get the book voucher for the 2 semesters you are a part of ATA. You're still always welcome to go to Success Coach meetings. You can still talk to your mentor if they're still working or if they're your friend. Or you can request a mentor. You can still do that, but you don't get because you no longer have requirements after that. Everything is optional. Like if you want to talk to Ms. Flores or Deontay, you can do that. Nobody's going to stop you from doing that because those resources are still available to you, but you no longer have requirements from ATA.
Now, I will say, now y'all, this is recording, but I will say that we are working on trying to figure out a solution towards that, because that's how it currently is. But there are some changes with ATA that are coming up in the fall, because because ATA is actually still supposed to track you all the way through graduation. However, a lot of the benefits and tracking, it kind of happens in the first year. I know our director is wanting for us to be more hands-on with ATA students through graduation and not just through their first year. So what Leslie said is correct, but I am fighting to circumvent that and have that be a different situation. So hang in there with us, because I think that we might be able to do some things a little bit differently this upcoming fall. And as soon as we solidify those differences, everyone that is involved with ATA and all future ATA members will be notified about those changes. But I can't go into too much detail about what those changes look like just yet. But there will be changes.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool because I've never seen an advisor, which I'm fine with. I'd rather do my own. But my coach is Heidi Flores, and I enjoy the way she checks in and all the resources that she gives me. Yeah. So it helps. It definitely. So I students like me, yeah, I prefer ATA.
I'm glad that was recorded. Good job, Heidi.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that information. And that's the kind of stuff that we like to share with our directors so that they know, the type of impact that this program is having on the students. So by all means, if y'all want to write that kind of stuff down and send it to us, fill out our survey as well. So whenever you come to your coach's office, we have that QR code on our desks and things like that. Please fill out that survey. Let us know how we're doing, any changes that we could possibly make, because we want to improve the program so that we can keep the program going on and we can keep providing as many resources for y'all as possible to ensure your academic success. I know that it's now 3:01. If y'all have any other questions, we'll go ahead and stay on. I'll stop the recording here shortly. But if you are good to go, thank y'all for joining us today. Happy Friday. Please be safe out there. If y'all are gonna go watch Meg Thee Stallion do her whole concert thing today, I'm jealous of you because that's my boo, but we're not gonna get into all of that today. But y'all be safe out there. There's a whole bunch of traffic that's probably going to be going on this weekend, especially with the Final Four. And don't forget that registration is on April 3rd. So that starts on Monday. And we will see y'all all then. If you have any questions, like I said, we'll hang out here for a couple of more minutes. And then if not, peace out, y'all.